Blame him all the way. Bad panda.
Well, when we come back, just tell them, hey, we solved it. I'm like, wait, what's this?
Okay, let us know in chat, guys, when you see us. Should be back on. It's showing live for me now. So, if you don't see us,
yeah, we're back.
Okay, cool. We're all good. It's all good. Apologies for that, guys. Moving donglers from the motherboard, indeed. So we're back online. Yes, Peter, you broke the stream. God damn it, Peter. Every time. You only just got here, dude.
Hashtag first streamer.
Yeah. So,
this is why we need subscriptions to help pay for better equipment.
Exactly. Blame Gareth, man. The exclamation point can blame PCs and repairs. Jesus Christ. And thank you. You are equipment to me, Gareth. You're my favorite piece of equipment to use.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, no one can hear us on stream. That probably sounded weird. And thank you to Stribers for following. Welcome to the Avenger, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. To remind you guys, Flo's wondering why we're having some technical difficulties and stuff. We're on a different setup because my computer killed itself and it's in repairs. Currently costing me an extortion amount of money. So we'll have it back soon. And then all of our problems, all of our woes will be gone, guys. But for now, we've got to muddle through a little bit. So you guys are talking to the priest in the chapel. He turned and said, "Are you here to pray? Can I help you?"
I turned to Hadrick.
Kneel at the statue, drop a coin of gold, and just sit. Get back up, and stand back up, and let's talk.
A most generous donation, my friend. Thank you so much.
I turned to Hadrick and asked him, do you confess your wrongdoings to priests here?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
That's a thing. Maybe wait till after we get what we need before you scar him emotionally, though.
I turn to the priest and say, we didn't pay for our drinks.
Crap, he's right. Okay. Thela immediately heads back to the tavern to pay for him.
I paid mine.
I didn't drink.
We are scum.
I still have my cake on my side.
As a paladin, I cannot allow myself to not pay for drinks.
Professionals.
You head back, pay the drinks, come back again.
Our reward
yes.
is actually
Yes,
free
I do.
drink.
Bunch of thieves here to save the day.
Yeah.
But
Scallywag.
I have trained myself as a paladin.
I say to the priest, but regardless of paying for drinks, or not paying, we're here to take a look at the deaths, the dyings. Has there been strange things happening? We know there's strange things happening, but what do you reckon? Have you blessed anyone?
I blessed anyone. Oh, yes, everyone in this village, my boy, has been blessed by me at one point or another.
I kind of punch
Never dying.
I kind of punch Iskrin in the arm and say, dude, that's his job. He blesses people before work.
That's literally my job, bro.
Ishkin's just like confused, he just doesn't get it.
I kind of push him out of the way, and I say, surely a devout man like you has a higher understanding of things that happen around here. What can you tell us about the recent attacks?
I doubt I can tell you anything new on the attacks themselves. However, this village, some of us at least, believe it to be cursed by a foul spirit of sorts, or a ancient curse. A creature once stalked these lands, and, well, I believe it might be back again.
What sort of creature?
Some kind of bloodthirsty creature. One which drinks the blood of those around us and wears our skin. Pretends to be one of us, but really is a dark abomination.
Is that you?
Sorry.
Buddy. It's all good. Sorry, let me take this call. No, I'm busy right now. I can't take the call. Please call back. Sorry, it's just those goddamn lists.
Those sending stones, man. Those sending stones. Always going on.
I know I should never have given him a half stone. It was a terrible idea. So, yes, I believe some kind of apparition, or commonly referred to as vampire.
As we theorized.
Good. Well then, you might know that they are particularly weak to holy light. Radiant light in particular.
Such a shame the sun's going down.
Yeah, if only there was someone
Well,
here who was able to summon radiant damage for attacks, that would have been really awesome.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, Hedrick, sorry, yeah. Oh, yeah. You do that? Strange.
Aside from holy magics, is there a place here that perhaps we can prepare our weapons against such a creature? Perhaps have them silvered?
Yeah, I could mark them with holy water. That would do something.
I pull out my holy water. It's like, let's do this.
Yay!
He takes it and starts blessing your weapons. He starts doing his prayers. Hopefully this will stand against the darkness of this creature. Suddenly realize he is the the voice of the dude from Darkest Dungeon.
Bro, you're famous.
Yes, indeed. So he says, so, hopefully, if you find this creature stalking the streets at night, then end it. If it is indeed one skin changer who can pretend to be immortal, it would have to be someone who remained indoors at most times.
Do you have one in mind?
The mayor. I don't trust him, and I never have. He seems strange to me.
Now, say,
Okay.
priest, why do you think a mayor, who is apparently some kind of vampire, would hire a bunch of whatever we're supposed to be to come in here and handle it? Like, if this guy's going undercover, why would he hire us?
Because it's not the mayor, it's the daughter. Definitely a vampire. The daughter's a vampire.
My friends, if
For sure.
Do you have
Indeed
unusual
it is.
strength?
Indeed it is him. If it is, then perhaps he has lured you here to feast upon better victims.
When he was blessing the weapons, was he able to handle the holy water just fine, or?
Yeah, he's handling it just fine.
And we have some of that, you know. Throw some around some doors. Or around a
that could
fire.
work.
Yeah.
I hand Ishkrin my water skin, and I say, "Here's some holy water. It's just water, but I hand it to him and tell him it's holy water, and say, have at it."
Oh, sick, man. Thank you. Oh, that's great.
You have
No
all-
worries. All right, cool. Ishkin's got a negative modifier for intelligence, so he's quite loopy.
Nice. So,
I turn to the clergyman one more time, and I ask, "What can you tell us of the hunting patterns of this kind of creature? Is there any way that we might be able to tell, perhaps, what their next victim, who they might be, or what they look for in their dinner, essentially?"
the freshest blood, I would assume. So, young blood would be particularly good. Or strong blood. Particularly strong victim. Carries a lot of blood, for instance.
Could you point us to someone that fits that description in the town? Someone? Is that
he
you?
points at he points at Lalore.
If he thinks me a victim, he will find me more than he can handle.
There was also that young girl that we met upon entering this village.
She's not young. She's definitely a dragon. Definitely
Young.
a dragon.
Young dragon.
Yeah, exactly. Perfectly fine.
Strong and young. Wins on both ends. Obviously the next victim.
Bait?
Do you say that in Elvish?
Yes. I said a bait, question mark.
Sure.
Alright then.
Okay. So the
I turn to the law and I say we should go back to find that young girl just for her own protection. And I give Ishkrin like a wink. I say, hang on to that holy water.
I bring it up and go in Elvish. You know it. I got it. I got this.
If I am the target, I shall be prepared. If she is the target, we shall defend her. Either way.
Besides, having the two of you in the same place has to be almost irresistible to a creature of this sort.
We can definitely protect her at the farmer's house. We definitely
Or at
can.
the church, if it's sanctified ground.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Eh.
Yeah. I guess. Maybe we could lure him in.
To the young girl. Are we going, or?
He runs
Seems
out of
to
the
be
room.
where the
Around.
discussion's taking us.
Is anybody else coming?
I'm not
Alright,
just gonna
let's
go up
just
at
go
some young
round up
girl's
all
house
the
and be like,
Young, strong, innocent children that the vampire might go after. Put them all in one nice, safe place.
She is strong too. She carried all of our weapons. She is definitely the next target.
Solomon, what do you think? Oh no.
Oh, did you say Solomon?
Yeah, Solomon, what do you
Oh,
think?
sorry. I thought you said fireman. I was sitting here. I was like, who the hell's the fireman? Sorry. Back in character. Oh,
What, you haven't
Is that
seen
me?
Encounter Roleplay's yearly calendars?
Man,
It's
I'm
just
still
all
waiting
Solomon.
on mine. Amazon Prime did 2-day delivery, and I still haven't gotten it. You know, I want to have it right in front of me all the time. No,
The +3 booty shorts.
yes.
The sequence.
Car wash picture. Anyway, I am curious. Sorry. What did the victims all have in common? Besides being young and strong, did they have any other connection that we might be able to feed off of here?
If you're asking me, then there was almost no one. Ulrika was young, Father Todd was older but strong, and the doctor, well, he was just a middle-aged man, not particularly strong or young at all. So maybe the killings aren't based on what the victims look or taste like, pardon the term, but maybe the first killing, they killed a doctor to try and cover up the killing, or maybe because the doctor knows far more than that nurse there. Perhaps the murderer killed the doctor to try and cover their tracks.
What if it's something further? Maybe they were a part of some group. Maybe they have similar blood types. Maybe they frequented the same places and may have come in contact with someone that wanted to do each of them ill harm.
Perhaps so. I'm afraid the time is drawing late, though, my friends, and perhaps I will stay and continue to sanctify this holy house here, but if you're out to catch a killer tonight, then it's around this time that previous killings were done.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's on the right track? Like if his train of thinking all right?
Not really. I mean, the insight is more like, is he telling a lie? Is he telling the truth? I mean, if you agree with his logic in character, then I guess you agree with it. If you disagree with it, then
No, this guy's
you do.
Just wants to
But I
think
tell you what,
like,
Ross.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say
Um,
he just wants to try to figure out if that could be the right way of thinking for like this situation, but he's probably just going to dismiss it. Like, no, guy's wrong.
Sure. Yeah, it's pretty more of just like.
The race is an idiot. That doesn't happen.
Nice. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. So we have hit 30 followers. Thank you to Nutmeg and Spars for following. You're both gentlemen and scholars. So we do have a viewer decision to bring in. So underneath the line that Pandas will put in chat for me, maybe someone else will. Maybe I'll do it. Who knows? I'm independent. I'm a young independent man. You guys throw some ideas. As to what could happen next in our CBB tip.
First,
as to what could happen next in our story. Don't make a little finger. So they are out to hunt this vampire tonight. They're off to find a little girl and maybe round up some other children to see if they can protect them. So what happens next? Get in some ideas into the straw poll, and the most popular decision will happen. So, yes, you guys. Oh, are you ready? Okay. Shut down anything that you're not using, like Discord or stuff like that. Any tabs that you have on that you don't need. The holy hand grenade of Antioch. The sudden giant rat raid. I like all.
Solomon turns into a hunky fireman armed with a nifty fire axe.
I like it. So,
hey, I heard that.
all right, so you guys head off to the little girl. She's packing up her like knitting and stuff. She's about to head on inside. Oh, you're back. Did you catch the killer?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
too.
we're working. We're very close to finding this creature. We just figured that we'd check in on you and your father and see how you guys were faring.
Oh, well, I'm fine. My father is too, I think. He's been inside most of the day.
Has it been inside over the last week? All the entire week?
Mostly he stays inside. He's not very well. I can't remember the last time he went out this week.
Can
Makes
you
sense.
ask him to come outside and speak with us? There's still daylight, right?
Yeah, it's kind of coming down low, yeah. But there's still light.
Could you go inside and send him out to speak with us for just a moment?
He usually meets people inside, but I can see.
Well, I'd rather you stay inside while we talk privately outside. This is talk for adults. Rather you not hear the conversation. No offense.
I'm not in trouble, am I?
No, you're fine. In fact, Ishkrin will go inside and keep you company while we speak to your father.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Here, take a gold. I give her a gold.
Wow, thanks. And she heads. I'll go get him right away. And she immediately heads on inside. You don't hear anything from her. You just hear her kind of walking inside, and then you hear a shriek from the little girl, like a scream.
Okay, immediately rush inside.
I want to scream back at her.
Shield.
Ishkin
sword,
follows. Ishkin
Alright,
follows,
so-
screaming, "Caught it!"
And you walk into the room, the scene, as on the chair, kind of lying ravaged, his organs and guts all over the floor and all of the walls, is the dead mare, and the little girl is just kind of like shrieking, and like she's just looking at the body. The window is open, and she's just continuing to scream over and over and over.
I'm going to start
Sure,
flying out the
totally.
window.
Yeah, can I use acrobatics to go dive out the window? See if I can't see him.
Sure thing. Give me an acrobatics check.
Nailed it. 25. A natural crit.
Nice. Okay, so were you attempting to dive out the window as well?
Myself,
Was the law
yes.
trying to do that?
Oh, I don't know about the law.
Oh, no, I got like nothing in acrobatics. I got negative dex. I'm gonna stay and check the body, see if there's anything new we can figure out from a fresh kill, I guess.
Okay, well, Solomon dives out of the window. We'll cut that in a second. The law comes up with the body. There's just blood and guts everywhere. Do you roll a 6 like a medicine check or something?
Let's see. I got.
I heard someone roll something. I wasn't sure who did it.
Yeah, not much in the way of good checks.
Yeah,
I can
that
do
was
with
me.
this.
Acrobatics, trying to fly out the window. Everett rolled a 6.
Oh, okay, yeah. You get stuck. You get stuck in the window.
Can I search the house and make sure that the house is safe now?
Go ahead.
pull
Ish,
out the
what
window.
did you do?
Which role is that going to be?
To do what? Sorry, did too many people speaking at once.
Sorry, to check the house, make sure that we're actually alone and that we didn't have somebody jump out the window to chase something that's not there.
You can run me a quick investigation check just around. Have a look around.
Yeah, I'll roll one too.
Nope.
Natural. Oh, got a 20.
Nice. So, yeah, having a look around the house, there doesn't appear to be anyone else with you. You appear to be alone. The law goes and has a look at the body. You see these 2 puncture marks within the neck and the kind of guts lying everywhere. In fact, Ish, you do find, however, the chest in which there's a bunch of gold, which would have been your reward, given to you in a corner. But he's obviously dead, too dead to give it to you at this point. But it is lying there. Yeah, you see it just you see a chest in the
Hey,
corner.
it was still promised to us.
How much gold did I get?
Well, you see lying in the chest, there's 500 gold in that chest.
Yeah. Man of his word, I like it.
So, yeah, not so bad. Even when he's an honorable man. He put aside the gold, even though he never got around to doing his job. But yes, looking at the body from the law, the puncture mark looks very fresh. The wounds look very fresh indeed. And I mean, without kind of taking the body aside and like putting it on a table and expecting it, it's basically what you tell from like a field medicine perspective of things. Like, this guy is never getting back up again. Death was probably instantaneous as well.
Out of curiosity, can I tell just how far apart the puncture marks are? Like, what size mouth would have left those?
Dragon.
Yeah, dragon mouth. No, more of a fairly small distances in between. So fairly small mouth, not like tiny, but like average to small human.
Okay, I'm going to use my divine
dog.
sense and just look around, see if there's anything that would ping my unnatural radar.
Yep, nothing within your I think 60-foot radius or 120 feet. Nothing immediately pings you off in your divine sense. However, we do have Solomon out the window. So Solomon just goes, hero dives, fireman dives out the window, and there's a fire somewhere. And looks outside, and you're looking. You jump out onto a field, basically. The back side of the house leads onto like a farm, kind of farming area, and there's just like cold fog on the ground, and it immediately comes up to like your sturdy hips.
Yes.
And
I always imagined me
it's,
having sturdy hips when I grew up.
yeah.
That's all you wanted to be. Some people have environment you want to have sturdy hips. Now you have both.
That's exactly it.
See, these days, a game where truly anything can happen. Yes, but you have a look around you. You can roll me a perception check at disadvantage due to all the fog around here. You don't really know where.
It's okay. I can read. Okay, perception.
You got this, man. And let me know what you roll.
What's the disadvantage? I'm not sure how to put that in.
Oh, so if you roll it twice, then just take the lowest roll.
Oh, got it. Excellent. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
6.
6. Yeah, so you look around desperately for anyone or anything around here, and you don't see anything. For the fog, it immediately comes to swirl up around you and becomes very kind of disorienting. You're around here for a few minutes, looking around until you realize that whatever was here would have been long gone by now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like to go up to the body,
Yeah.
if I may. And is it like cold at this point, or is it like a fresh kill?
Oh, it's a fresh kill. Yeah, I wonder what I want to know what Krell's doing as well, because Krell, a bit of a tracker.
I'm stuck in the window trying to jump out. I'm stuck halfway through it.
Bro, put down the cask.
Trying to rip it off and struggling to wiggle me out through the window. So hanging out.
I don't even stop or like pull him back. I just watch at this point.
Just let it go. Is anyone, by the way, is anyone at all dealing with the streaking like little girl who's just
can I
staring
knock her out?
at dead father?
I'd like to knock her out.
No, what?
I stop him
What
from
else
doing
are you
that.
supposed to do? Like, just knock her out.
Okay, I've actually got some charisma, so I kind of,
Fine.
Neil-
Smile at her till she feels better.
Eventually, I want to walk around and walk back in the front door.
Horrifying.
I kneel down, put a hand on her shoulder, and say, "Be strong, child. Soon this will be over. He will be avenged."
She's like, she's just screaming and bawling.
That's all I got. I said I've got some charisma.
I have an ability called Fey Presence, where it allows me to take an action to charm a creature for one round. Can I use that?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You want to calm her down?
Yes. So she's gonna make a wisdom roll. Wisdom. Yeah, a wisdom to my DC.
Okay, cool.
If it does not work, I immediately judo chop her in the neck. If it does not work.
That's a lot of pressure for this role for this girl.
Do it.
If it doesn't work, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Okay.
She's gonna start a panic. She's shrieking and
She rolled a 9. So
Okay, before you continue, can I come in and like roll like a reflex save or an agility check or something? Or sorry, a dexterity check to see if I can like get in the way of his judo chop?
yes. Let's just say. So she failed the save, meaning she is like she does get charmed.
Yeah.
So she like stops screaming.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
shuffling.
Never mind.
I say some like I say a few nice words in Elvish and then just roll into gibberish and not even Hadrick can understand it, and then I just go, "It's all good." All good.
She's like, oh god.
I kind of just look at my hand like disappointed that I didn't get to karate chop someone today. And I just like holster that for later.
I like it. Yeah, you're left with a little girl, with a fresh body. Solomon couldn't find anyone outside. Krell's still stuck in the window. And you
I pull Krell out. And I
Yeah,
Just like break the frame and fall out.
it just like cracks.
Crashes.
Krell, you said that you'd be able to track the creature, right?
Now that it was here, I could probably smell it. Yeah, could probably track it.
I lead him out the front door to the back of the house since he can't fit through the window. And I say, sniff. And I point to some, do I find like some disheveled grass or like something on the window that maybe he can
Sniff. I like it.
smell my finger.
You oh god, yeah. You have a look around and you figure out that like the trail which someone might have taken. There's kind of low fog hanging around here. Krell, roll me a survival check.
So let's see.
Can I take the help action to give him
24, not 20.
Absolutely. 20. You don't even need it on it. 24. Krell, you pick up the trail of fresh blood, and you smell again fresh blood leading off into the woods. And it's
We're going to charge in full speed. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to wait for anyone.
I call through the window, everybody, come on. And I follow right behind him. Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, I follow right after.
I grab the hand of the little girl and say, "Come on, there's trouble afoot,"
Hold on.
and run with her.
The law, do you follow right after? Do you like jump through the window at this point too? Or did you come out the front
I
door?
go out the door. I go out the bloody door. I am a big guy in armor. I am not jumping through a window.
It could have worked.
I'm just imagining you with like a full run at this window and then just conk.
Oh, window! Taste my justice.
I think when you're a paladin, the window jumps through you. Really. You rush out on following the trail of Krell into the woods, hot on his heels. He's like a baying hound at this point, fresh on the scent of blood, leading you deep into the woods. Immediately you guys find yourselves, you kind of regroup as Krell's looking for a trail because you've come to running water. Now, running water traditionally is something which vampires can't cross, but you're not sure in this world whether or not running water is a thing or not, which stops them. But it certainly has kind of put off Krell's tracks a bit. They might have gone through the river and then jumped across further away. Basically, Krell loses the scent at this point. And he's going to need some kind of help to find it.
Can I take the help action?
Can I make a
Yeah, I would
perception?
like. Yeah, you
Can
can
I
roll
make a
resist.
perception check?
That is
Yeah,
a thing.
wait. You can indeed take the help action, but basically he's at a loss at this point. And
I have guidance. Can I cast that on someone else?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll cast guidance on Krell to add a D4 to his ability check.
Not bad. What did you roll, Iskren?
I rolled a 6.
Nice.
it.
You didn't have a modifier?
No. It's a 0. It's a 0 modifier.
A 6 is not enough, unfortunately. So you can't spot anything. Anyone else got any plans? Because Crow looks like he's lost his kind of blood scent at this point, and there's a pretty sizable running water before. It's more like it's like a big stream or like a babbling brook, I suppose. But it's enough
Is it really wide, or is it like?
Yeah, it's fairly wide. Yeah, we'll say like 20 feet or something, but it's not very deep.
So if we crossed it, would we be able to see like wet foot marks or something?
Potentially, yeah.
I start crossing.
All right, so you go to the other side. You can probably survival checks if you want to have a look for wet footprints in the mud here.
Can I cast
Yeah,
guidance on myself?
I'll go.
fine.
I'll go over with him and help. I'll give the help action while he's looking on the other
All
side.
right. Nice.
Solomon joins them just in case anyone's wondering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I swear.
I'm here. Okay,
I'm like running to catch up.
so let me know these rolls. Yeah, the vampire could be jumping up and down in front of them right now, and they wouldn't spot it.
If I
One
can't
divine
help
sense
them,
of-
I rolled survival. It's a 14.
All right, cool. You spot a set of footprints leading off further into the woods, but at the same time, you hear a low.
Excuse me.
Weapons at the ready.
And there are several of these growls coming in, kind of deeper and closer towards you. Like doggish kind of growls.
I'm guessing it's his children of the night.
Could be. If you'd all like to roll me initiatives at this point, that would be perfect. What's up, Little Black? How's it going? And fake it is Sean, 3012 of his name. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Roll them, and then I'll ask you individually for what you rolled, so I can just put this in this order here. If the rolling function on Roll20 doesn't work, do you want D20 plus your dexterity bonus and just kind of manually roll it? Because if you don't have tokens out, then it's likely to do that.
Solomon's is 16.
16?
Oh wait, we have a roll 20. I've just been using the wizard's dice roller.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, absolutely doesn't matter. Hadrick, what did you roll?
Cleric with a natural 20 for a 22.
God damn. Okay. Iskrin, what did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
11, very nice. Lelore?
Well, I rolled a 17, but I've got a -1 dex, so 16.
Not bad. And finally, Krell, what did you roll, my man?
I got a 15.
15, okay. And thank you to Taffy UK for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Okay, so we have a running order in our combat here. Hadrick is going first on that hot 22. Not bad at all. Then I believe Solomon on a 16 because Solomon, I'm guessing you don't have a -1 to your dexterity score?
No, I have a 3 plus 3 to my deck.
Very good. So yeah, you beat the law despite the fact that you rolled the same there. So we have Solomon, then the law, then we have Krell, then we have the wolves going on a 14, and finally Iskrin bringing it up on an 11. So this is round 1, and you see 5 of these black shaggy wolves jumping out from the darkness towards you guys. They're kind of circling around you at this point. Getting ready to launch their strikes against you. You see that their eyes are unnaturally glowing yellow, and they've got these kind of festering, moldy wounds on their bodies as well. Clearly not natural creatures at all. And Hadrick, you get the kind of jump on them here.
All right, I will cast Sacred Flame, which I don't know if they get a save for though.
Give me a read of Sacred Flame, rather. Sacred Frame. Oh, because why does it always have to be wargs? Send out your warg riders.
You have to make a Dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant.
Holy moly. Dexterity saving throw for these guys is a 12. Save or fail?
That is a
Save.
fail. Out of
A
30.
fail. Excellent. So is this all within 20 feet, or is it just one of them? Is there a...
It's just a creature,
Okay.
so whichever the nearest one is.
Perfect. So he takes 1d8 radiant?
Yeah, but it's just 2. So
Okay.
there's
Takes...
2 radiant.
Well, these creatures are undead, so
Yeah.
there's a little bit extra. Not bad at all. That's Hadrick. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Hadrick? You can, of course, move or take a bonus action still.
If I'm a bit far out from the rest of the group, I kind of want to fall back and regroup a little bit.
Sure.
Because I don't want to get flanked by the wolves.
Yeah. That's in fact a good idea. Let's get a quick idea of where we are in terms of the combat. Four wolves coming in front of you guys are roughly in a kind of little semicircle, I guess, little group together. So I'll say you're kind of in a bit of a line formation. Now, if you guys want to back up, then Hendrik goes behind the rest of you. Solomon, it is your turn. There are a bunch of wolves going in towards you. They look to be kind of undead and not very happy whatsoever.
Excellent. I want to try out this feat that I got. It's called Charger. So, what it looks like it does is when I move at least 10 feet in a straight line, immediately before taking this bonus action, I gain +5 bonus to the attack's damage roll.
Ooh, very nice.
So let's go ahead and try that. So I'm just gonna run at him, attacking. Running full force at them. I do have a hand axe, so I'm just gonna go ahead and attack them with that. Looks like I got a 19.
Oh, 19 is a hit.
Yeah, excellent. And then damage is a 7, and then with that +5 would make it 12, if I'm reading this all correctly.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. So I'll say this is wolf number 2, Solomon's wolf. We'll call this one. So he takes 12 damage. You hear it kind of whimper, and dogs are kind of in pain. They're like, you just kind of crunch into it. Anything else you want to do? I think you can still do a bonus action. If you have one, you might not have one.
No,
Yeah,
I think that's it. It's a move and an attack, right?
Well, hand axe, doesn't that give you another attack as a light?
Oh, you know what? You're right. Especially, being a monk, whenever I do a melee
Oh
attack.
shit, you're a monk.
Well,
dude.
no, just because it's a light weapon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, cool. Yeah, so I get an extra bonus unarmed attack. So I'll go ahead and roll that.
Well, you can
that
make
is
it with the. Okay, either way.
Oh, is it with the axe?
Well, yeah, since it's unless Will plays differently, light
It's
weapon,
light
with
quality.
attack with it.
Yeah, it is light. So I can do attack with.
Yeah, does the light weapon quality gain you a bonus extra attack? I don't feel like it does, off the top of my head.
I thought,
If you haven't used a bonus action, you can use a light weapon in your offhand as a secondary attack, but you don't
Oh, you have
add
to
your
add the
stat
second-
modifier to the damage.
Me being a monk, it says I have martial arts, and martial arts, I believe, is the one that gave me the extra. You can. Oh wait, something gave me an extra bonus attack of unarmed with a successful hit. I'm trying to find it.
Oh.
Let's give you an unarmed strike.
Right
So,
here. Right here, it says when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon, which is any simple weapon, melee weapon, on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
that's the one. Unarmed strike for monks. Yeah. If
Okay.
you're wielding 2, then you can do the offhand attack with the light weapon. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I went ahead and rolled the unarmed. I got a natural 20, so it brought it up to 25.
Fuck yeah, that's a hit. Now 20 is dead on. So for critical damage, if you had like a 1d6 for damage or 1d4 for damage, it'd be 2d4 plus your strength bonus.
Oh, okay. So 2d4 plus strength bonus.
Yeah.
2d4.
Oh, plus dex, you're a monk, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Plus dex. What is mine? So 3. All right. I went and rolled a 1, a 2, so 6 total.
All right, not bad, not bad. So tell me, Solomon, how in one turn you charge into this wolf, strike it, and then punch it to kill it.
So Solomon, flexing all his muscles, charged straight into the wolves bearing their teeth and fangs at him. Drawing out his axe in his right hand, smashes it down on the cleaving into the skull of the nearest wolf. After taking that action, he pulls himself back around with the momentum, bringing up his left fist into an uppercut, just knocking it straight up in the air, where it collapses in front of him.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. Great stuff. One down already. In fact, a Chaz Breed for following. Welcome to the Avenge, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Everyone wish Sydney good flights because she is just about to board a plane to come to England here in a few hours' time. All right, then. So that takes it to the law.
All right, got my longest sword at the ready. I'm going at the nearest wolf.
Let's say wolf number 3. We'll call this one the Law Wolf.
All right, number 3, and that is a 15 plus 5, 20 to hit.
Ooh, yes, a 20 is a hit.
All right,
Yes,
and
indeed.
D plus 3, that is 8 damage.
8 damage, not bad at all. Now, is this radiant damage or is this just normal damage slashing?
It's my longsword, but it did get, blessed with the holy water and everything. So whatever that, helps.
Okay, cool, yeah. It does do a little bit extra because you have blessed weapons. Okay, that is the law. Takes it to Krell's turn, and thank you to Howers21 for following. You're a gentleman and a scholar, my friend. So, Krell, one of these things is down already. 3 of them still standing. 2 of them are kind of engaged. There's one which hasn't yet been engaged. So, what are you doing?
I'm going to go with the one that isn't damaged yet. I'm going to charge at it.
Nice.
I will love taking the Great Club.
I love it.
It was a 19, 11.
Fuck, you guys are rolling like absolute bosses. Yeah, a 19 is a hit.
Which probably means we're going to completely fumble during the actual boss fight.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
right? I like that you guys are getting your good luck out of the way now for me. That's regular, you guys. Appreciate it. So how much damage, Krell? Sorry.
11.
11, not bad at all. So you just crunch down into this wolf. And it's the wolf's turn to fight back. And they're not too happy with you guys. You have killed one of the number and wounded the other 3 of them that are still standing. So they're going to attempt to come in and rend you. So first of all, I believe Hadrick's in the back, isn't he? So he'll make attacks against him. So we'll say
I'm not in the
these-
back. I just kind of regrouped.
regrouped. Okay, in that case, we will take an attack against you, Hadrick. You know what?
Do it.
Do it. So it's going to be a 16 versus your armor class.
Miss.
Oh boy. Okay, the second attack is going to be against the law for a total of 16 versus your armor class again.
18 AC. I got it. No, I'm good.
You guys are all right, aren't you? Not bad at all. And then Krell, we're going to make an attack against you, my friend, for a 17 versus your armor class. God damn, I'm running okay.
16. That's a hit.
All right, then. So you're going to take a little bit of damage here. That is going to be a total of 10 damage from this wolf as it comes in and goes, just starts gnawing on your leg. Pretty painful.
1.
Yeah, that's 10 damage level 1 is pretty nasty. Luckily, the other 3 are down, and it is Iskrin's turn and his turn to act. So, Iskrin, what's the plan?
So there's a wolf on Hadrick, and he's basically like right next to me, yeah?
Yeah, basically, you can get close to him with a move action pretty easily.
Okay. I'll just get in line of sight and click my fingers and cast Eldritch Blast on the wolf.
The old Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast. Do you need me to make a save of some description?
No, I have to do an attack roll.
Cool.
Okay. And
And let me know when you rolled.
14.
14. Let me check. AC. Yep, that's a hit. God damn.
All right.
We'll say this is against the wolf that Hadrick is fighting right now.
Oh, nice! 10.
All right. God damn.
Power shot.
That is a
Yeah.
natural 10. Amazing.
A natural
Wow.
10. Wow. Almost there. You work your way up to natural 20s. Start the 10s. Stay there. So
That'll do it.
tell me, Yeah, tell me how you take down Hadrig's wolf here.
I just walk. I do a few paces towards it. Fingers up close to the head.
All
And give
right.
that. Blah!
It just immediately kind of goes down and is dead. It
Ding,
takes.
ding,
Yeah, I like it. It's up round 2, and it is Hadrig's turn again. The wolf that was fighting you is dead, so there's only a wolf fighting Lalore and Krell at this point.
How far away from either one? How far away is the closest wolf?
Can I kill one?
You guys are pretty close. Krell, you dealt 11 damage total to the first one. That one didn't die.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's still up and standing, unfortunately. So there are 2 left, yeah. The nearest one's like 10 feet away.
All right,
You
then
guys
I'll
are pretty
just
close.
point my sword to the sky and bring down another sacred flame. So go and make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, dexterity saving throw from the wolves is a 7. Fuck.
It's only another
Guessing
2,
it's a 7.
but 2 radiant.
All right, it's really ain't bad. Okay. Go. Anything else from Hadric?
Now,
All right. It fought Lalore and the Lawmare went. There we go. Solomon, it is your turn, Solomon. So what's your plan here after having taken one down already?
Let's see. To avoid doing the same thing twice, let's go ahead. My hand axe can be thrown. Let's go ahead and see if we can hurl it at the nearest one. So there's 2 left. One of them is damaged, correct?
They are both actually damaged. One of them is fighting Lalore. The other one is fighting Krell currently.
Okay. Either of the wolves getting the advantage on their opponent here.
I guess you could. I don't think you get anything as a monk, right? For like if they're engaged within 5 feet. So technically, no.
I don't believe so.
No.
It's nothing like
they're
that. I was
all
just
out.
wondering which one needed my help more. Was more my question.
Oh, I see. They are both like pretty equally damaged. I think Lalore and Hadric are fighting one of them, whilst the other 2 on the other side. It's pretty even.
Pretty even. Okay. Whichever one's closest to me. Well, you know what? I just want to run in because I would hate to miss my roll on my throw and end up impaling one of my friends here, which would suck. So we're just gonna go ahead and run in again, seeing if we can just run from enemy to enemy. So you said they're about 10 feet
bouncing
away.
around.
That's perfect. Yeah, bouncing around. So running away, that's perfect. 10 feet away, I'll just charge in and attack with the hand axe again. Rolling a 10, actually.
A 10 is not a hit.
Not a hit. Okay. And I think it's only on a successful hit that I get my bonus attack.
Yeah, your bonus attack. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
so that'll do it.
All right, it takes it to Lalore. Still fighting a wolf here.
Yep, so I'm just going to attack the wolf. Oh, that's a
That makes
22 to
sense.
hit. I am really wasting my good rolls.
A 22 to hit is a hit indeed.
For 7 damage.
7 damage is enough to strike it down. Tell me, how do you kill this wolf?
All right, I draw my longsword back. Foul creature. Taste the blade of justice and just kind of run it right through its, vampiric-y, wolfy throat.
All right, excellent stuff.
The law always wins in the end.
Indeed, kind of outrun the long arm of Lalore.
I fought the law and the law on.
There we go. It's
That joke's been going throughout the chat the entire
I
time.
know,
and
but I
thought,
had to say it out loud.
someone had to sing it. It's Krell's turn.
Let's give this one a little love tap. Let's see. It's an 18 for 10.
How do you kill this wolf? Because goddamn.
I'm gonna raise it on my head and pummel it fucking straight into the ground. Make a little puddle and a little pit. There's gonna be just a mush of meat and bone.
Tasty. Yes. So you guys have successfully defeated these undead wolves here, and you find yourselves, with the the remains around you. Some of you have taken a few hits here. I think for the most part, you guys are okay. Evelyn Krell, who's actually taken a fairly nasty wound, could go kind of diseased if you let that go.
How much damage did Krell take?
I've got 1 hit point left.
Oh, okay, yeah. I go up and lay on hands. I'm giving you a 3 HP.
Thank you.
Very nice. Also, thank you to Pork for following. Welcome to the Avenge, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So yeah, if it's a good time to take a short rest, if you'd like to take a short rest, or even a long rest if you wish to, or you can just head straight on on the Trailer's Vampire if you'd like. Up to you guys.
Crow, do you need to take a rest?
I can heal myself, but I'm a little rough.
I turn to the party. I say, Krell says that he could do for a short breather if you want to just be prepared to move forward and give him a few minutes.
As much as I would like to give chase, running into danger unprepared would be disastrous. We can rest.
I'll take first watch.
I'll go second.
It's a short rest. It's just like 30
Sure,
minutes.
we're not sleeping.
Exactly. So
I'll
I'll
take-
take first half,
take
I'll
only-
get the next one.
All right. Then. So you guys take up your short rest, and
While we do that,
Right.
can I go ahead and try and find those footprints that we were following before?
yeah, you can pick them right back up again.
All right, don't you have to roll for it?
Nope, no, you know where they were. You haven't forgotten on that. You took a hit, but not that much of a hit. So
Sorry.
yeah. So you take a rest, spend any hit points that you want, any hit dice, and any slots and stuff like get reset and so on and so forth. We do have a clear winner to straw poll, which will of course come into effect in a few minutes here. But a good point to remind you guys, if you're new and watching in the chat, hit that follow button and join us. When we hit 40 followers, I think, today, you guys get to decide what happens next in our story. You've already had a decision in which you decided that the vampire is going to fall in love with one of the adventurers. So anything could happen.
Fireman.
Anything could happen next. You could become a fireman. It's totally up to you guys. If you haven't tweeted out, here is the tweet. Go ahead and give that a retweet for me. Yeah, other than that, let's keep on going. Also, if you want to play next week, !play, and you can come and be one of my players around this table next week. Happy to Gareth. Happy to Ralph. Hi, but I'm the best. Now that I have won my own game, let's play D&D again. So you guys, around your little area where you've been resting for a few minutes, and rested, recuperated, and rejuvenated, ready to head back onto the track again. So I'm guessing that Krella's leading the way again?
I'll pick it up again. Yeah, I mean, it's right there. Yeah, go for it.
Cool. So you continue along these tracks. You find yourself getting deeper and darker into this dark forest, rather. And the trees and kind of hedges around you begin to basically press in on around you and become more and more kind of oppressive. You have to kind of work your way through, and it's some really, really difficult kind of bits of terrain that you're working your way through here, like thorn bushes and nettles and horrible like vines that wrap their way around your necks and try and strangle you. You've got to kind of pull them off, and probably by the time you get through this kind of next hour or so of travel, you guys are kind of like flea bitten. You're filled with all sorts of bites from all over from different insects. You got cuts, like minor cuts and bruises all over you. It's been a pretty horrible little journey through here for the most part. And thank you to Zeromex for following. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Welcome to our adventure today. So by the time that you do manage to work your way through, Krell continuing on the scent of blood, you guys find yourselves coming to a little hut in the woods, maybe 100 feet away. You kind of just peel back the branches and look out into this mist-filled glade in which it's very, very cold. You can see your own breath. It's like dragon breath on the breeze. And this little hut, probably only big enough to be like a a grandiose outhouse, really, if anything. If anyone lived in it, only one person could probably fit inside of this construction. Wooden made, and just sitting in the middle of this woods, completely away from any of the other villagers. So, what's
This
the...
Is
This
a
reminds
natural
me of a
color?
giant I know that worked at a school of witchcraft and wizardry. He was a giant.
Does anyone do anything with that comment, or does everyone just ignore it?
I ignore it.
Everyone just ignores it.
I think
If they
the law's gotten pretty used to ignoring a lot of the things that
Yeah.
people are saying.
He watches
This
too
seems
much
quite
Harry
nuts.
Potter.
What's a
He's
Harry
like-
Potter?
He's tuned out. So, what about the rest of you guys? What are you doing at this point?
Well, we
Um,
rested, so I got my divine senses back. So I'm gonna switch it on.
Good idea. You turn on your little radar, and, beep, 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 beep. And yes, you do indeed sense the presence of a creature within the hut.
We are
Undead
close.
in nature.
It lurks within.
Are there any open windows or doors to this hut, or are they all boarded up?
Yeah, there are no windows. That's a good point. Yeah, they are boarded up.
And just the one door up front, or if I go around back, would there be another door?
Yeah, you kind of creep around the back. You don't see a back door. I mean, it's only big enough for one door, really.
Okay.
So we're sort of looking at the front door.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's no need
Uh,
for sneaking. We know it lurks within. We are at the ready. I say we smite this fell creature.
Should we set the hut on fire first?
I was thinking the same
Yes.
thing.
Yes, we should.
But
We're gonna have to call a fireman though.
If only we had a
Hey
fire.
guys, I'm already here. I'm ready to go.
Sparks off his chisel, does abs just light it up?
Brought my stretchy pants. We're all right.
Someone call the
Anyways.
fire brigade! Solomon, I'm here!
Anyways, no, I think
Yes.
we should at least check inside because I mean you don't know what's going to be in there. It could be some prisoner or something. You don't want to just at the place and there's the governor, the mayor's daughter inside.
Yeah, she's still at the house. Right. Oh, not
Probably
great.
still crying her eyes out.
No, she's
Freaking
fine now.
out.
She's just taking a breather.
It's just her dad. It's not like it was her pet dog or anything. Like, come on.
I
Yeah.
turn to Krell and I say, Krell, charge the door.
Full speed, straight ahead. And I have 5 intelligence, so
I fall behind with my sword and shield.
We're
Alright.
at the ready.
I cast guidance on him in case he needs to do a strength check or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pull out my crescent longsword and get battle ready.
So, okay, so you guys kind of draw up, get ready to burst into the hut, and Krill's the first man in the door, right?
I'm gonna break the door down.
Nice. So you just kind of smack it down, you don't even have to roll for this, and they just kind of, you see dust from the hinges, and the hinges just burst as you burst down this door, and inside you see that there's a very small bed in here. There's a lot of little kind of candles which have been lit within here. Whole lot of paperwork, and there appears to be a trap door on the floor which lies open, leading down to a set of staircases. No one inside.
Is it dark in here, or is it candles? Can we?
I mean, the candles make it a kind of creepy vampire darkness, right? But it's at the same time not like sunlight, so it's dark, but you can see around here.
Mhm.
Is it a small trapdoor or is it like Krell sized?
Ooh.
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
I mean, the whole room is pretty small. Basically, you hit your head on the ceiling, especially if you're someone as tall as the law. Well, in fact, I completely forgot, but I had my table up for this. The frog wanted to use his monthly wild magic surge on the law. So, the law, could you roll me a D10,000, please?
Holy
Oh.
shit.
10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna have to Google a random number generator there.
You'll be absolutely fine. I promise nothing bad probably most likely will happen to you. Definitely not.
Okay.
Except
that
all your
generator.
all your limbs just retract into your torso.
Anything could happen.
Between 1 and 1,000, you said?
D10,000.
10,000. Okay.
10,000.
I
Right.
got the fun one.
6,150.
6,150. Hopefully you're still around, Frog. I'm sorry for forgetting this moment. 150 is target is obsessed with ridding himself of his allies.
Oh, sh-
Wait,
Yes.
what?
Done nothing but
That's so
slow me
bad.
down this entire time. Stay back. I will slay the vampire.
On you go.
I marched down the passageway.
All right.
You said there was papers and parchments in here, yeah?
There is, yes.
Can I just gather those up and have a quick read while he's going down and just nonchalantly just read them and following the law?
Yeah, indeed. It's following the law, the word of the law. As you read this, terrible fun. You read this series of letters and notes, and you have a look, and they appear to be some like kind of diary entries from someone. They're written in like a kind of flowy like hand rather than like a scrawly kind of evil one as such. And you realize that these are the writings of a woman, and she's talking about this love affair that she's in, and how the love is something that she's never really like felt before, and she's very confused about this whole thing, and that the compulsion to drink blood and to kill is growing by the day, even though she thought she could control it. And then you kind of flick through a few more pages, and there's like guilt and regret for having killed, and then you do read some more pages, and then she kills again, and finally she's like utterly heartbroken when it seems like she has ended up killing the farmer here. Yes, Ish, you had her hand up there.
Can I roll a perception to A, see if I find anything a little bit more hidden in the room, and B, if the room smells like beer by any chance?
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
16.
Yeah, sure. You smell a little kind of waft of that that beer.
I knew those hips were too good to be human.
Those hips were from hell.
Those hips from hell is what we'll call this episode.
Hey,
Everybody in chat, hashtag hips for hell.
Hips from hell.
don't I have sturdy hips too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, Raffian. Okay.
Oh shit.
While following the law, I tap him on the shoulder and say, "Hey, it's a love story about milkshakes and hips."
I care not about your foolishness. I said.
Oh, come on!
you-
It's gory. It's great. Take a read. I try to shove it in his face.
I just knock it aside.
Now, the law, how big are you? Because I'm big, even for a half orc. I'm 6'8", looking at 300 pounds.
I am actually the same height.
You know, I'm gonna wrestle you for the first go downstairs. If we can even fit down.
Oh, that's true.
I'm
We'll get to
fairly
that.
certain that the two of us would have to go one at a time, but right now I'm still under the obsession of getting the hell away from you guys. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's a setup.
I tell you what, yeah, you can roll like an opposed strength for athletics.
all right,
Just saying, Krell still has that guidance I cast on him, so he still gets a 1d4.
Yeah.
oh, there's my
Solomon
low roll.
just
Got to
stands
get
back,
12 for my
watches.
athletics check.
Solomon's just standing
10.
back watching his companions just try and squeeze through a doorway at the same time. Just disappointed.
What the hell are these guys doing?
For real.
All right, so Lalo, what did you roll? Sorry.
12.
All right, so Lalo like busts his way down first, followed by Krell, and then the rest of you guys can follow along. You enter down into this kind of basement area, which is very poorly lit indeed. Only a few candles around here, and a few barrels of ale here as well. And you see that they're just kind of like hunched over a table and desk is this. The first thing you notice, in fact, is a pair of sturdy hips. You look upwards and you see the bleached blonde hair and the 40-year-old looking Christine from the bar.
Aww.
She's just kind of like sobbing.
I see her approach her and say, "I'm so sorry we didn't pay for our drinks," and just pull out a few golds and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until I'm out of money.
She kind of looks.
Coins in.
What? Oh, you're here to kill me?
No, we didn't pay for our drinks. We're here to pay back. Sorry,
We
left
dragged
them
you all the way here just to pay for the beer.
And
This
it's
is why
pretty-
I wish to be rid of you. Stand back and let me deliver the law's justice.
Your
Please.
justice or like the actual laws justice?
Both.
Please don't kill me. I never meant to hurt anyone.
Whether
I do
or
a
not
few
it's
awkward looks between them.
You have slain. You have taken lives. You have lied to us. You
I
will be
need- I
punished
need to
for your
protect myself.
crimes.
Please, I gave you good drinks, didn't I? And but
You did your
we're
duty.
friends.
Now I am going to do mine.
Please help me. She looks towards everyone else.
Is there
Solomon.
anything that I know of, perhaps from my religious background, that can cure vampirism?
I mean, you've heard a lot of folk tales, but anything which actually does it, you're pretty sure it's kind of incurable.
I cast Sacred Flame.
I've got this cure for you, bitch. What?
This will end your suffering. I'm just-
All right. Let's roll some initiative as you go to do that then. And I'll see what she gets. What's up, Superwaski? How's it going, dude? Currently fighting a vampire with the sturdiest of hips. All right, so Krell rolled a 10.
Ooh,
Let's
not
see. What'd you roll, Scream?
bad. 18.
18. Okay. Solomon, 21. Cool. 21. The law. What about you?
17.
17 to perfect number, and that just leaves us with Hadrick.
20.
20.
I've never seen a cleric get initiative like this.
Yeah, God,
Give it untouched.
it's very impressive. So, in fact, you get to cast Sacred Flame first here. No, Solomon actually rolls first. Sorry. So the turn order looks like Solomon on a 21, Hadrick on a 20, Iskrin on a 17, Iskrin on 18, the Law on a 17, Christine of the Sturdy Hips on a 16, and Krell on a 10. Okay, so first in the order, Solomon. You see your friends go to strike her down. Are you joining in the slaughter here?
I'd actually like to stand in between them.
Oh boy.
Yeah, interesting. You know, she didn't really wrong us. She wronged the townspeople. Wouldn't it be more fair and right and just and the law, as you like to put it, to have them be the one to condemn her for her crimes?
We have been tasked to bring the killer to justice. The killer is before us. Our duty is clear.
How do you know justice is always death? Have you not sinned in your life, and yet you still live?
I carry out the law.
And I will defend justice as it was meant to be. She did not wrong us. We should have her put in front of the people that she wronged, and they can condemn her and punish her to what they see fit.
The farmer's wife.
The farmer's wife, the mayor's daughter, the rest of the townspeople, those people that died were their friends and family. Should they not have some say in
That
this?
is reasonable. We will bring her into their justice.
Much appreciated. I'll turn to the woman and help her up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Solomon. As she's like crying and takes your hand and comes up. She dabs. And yes, is anyone else going to like suddenly attack her on here, or are we all good?
I'm going to pull out the water skin that Hadrick gave me, and I'm going to look at him and say in Elvish, just to be sure, take the cap off and pour it a little bit onto her head as she's walking past.
She like starts burning alive because she poured holy water on a vampire. She's like,
Oh no, No, he gave me a water skin full of regular water, not holy water.
No, you
Oh,
think it's
Ishkin,
holy water.
Ishkin thinks it's holy water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you pour it on a head, nothing happens.
Yeah.
But as that happens, I already cast Sacred Flame, so he pours the water.
Well, I guess like seeing you didn't cast Sacred Flame as such because Solomon went first. So if you still want to cast Sacred Flame, you can do.
I do.
All right, so you want to cast Sacred Flame when she's getting up? Okay. Give me that roll.
I am standing over her, like helping her up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
This might sting.
Like I'm in the way. Okay.
In a party conflict. Fantastic.
So who makes the saving throw for that?
Watch me die.
So I guess they can both do a saving throw, seeing as Solomon wanted to be in the way. So
Yeah.
what kind of saving throw was it?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
He should be good. He's a monk. So
Yeah, I
he
have
should be good.
proficiency in that. Save
She
proficiency.
rolled an 18, which I'm guessing is a save.
Yeah. He does not.
I do not. I rolled a 2 and +5, which is a 7.
And you take 6 radiant.
Boy. At
I
that
said
point,
I had to do it.
she's like got her hands up.
Did she survive it though?
She dodged it completely.
She dodged
Well,
it.
no,
Okay. Can we just say I covered my body over her so that
Sure,
way that
yeah.
was my 2. I wasn't really dodging out of the way. I kind of dodged into
Dodged
the
it,
way.
yeah. Let's say it's like a streak of burning light goes towards her, and Solomon just like dives in the way. All right, cool. So any more random attacks against defenseless vampire ladies?
Sorry.
Not to change anything, but just the target gains no benefit from cover for the saving throw.
I mean, she rolled an 18, so that
I know. I'm just saying. It's funny.
would be
She
funny.
dives completely out of the way, and I'm like, oh no, I'll save you. So I still do it that way, even though she was nowhere to be hit.
Oh,
I
man.
still warn her, if you turn on us, I will not hesitate again.
I won't.
There.
So
I've got the War God's blessing pumping through my veins. I just want to attack something right now.
just want to kill, man. You're like, sorry, just wanted to kill something.
I have a very anti-infidelity thing. I
Yeah.
don't like cheaters.
And of course, on the way back, seeing as we do have a viewer decision to bring in here, due to Solomon's acts of bravery, she has fallen in love with Solomon.
We're gonna have beautiful hipped babies.
You know what?
These are hip-bearing, card-bearing hips. She,
Little undead bastards running around the place.
oh, trust me, I've role-played Stranger. She says, those you guys are walking back, and she says, that was very brave of you to save me.
Save.
I believe in right being done, and I don't believe that burning someone alive as they cower and cry is the right thing to do. You'll most likely be burned at a stake standing up and crying, but it is what it is.
You're so heroic.
I know.
Are you?
Does Solomon have short
You have
hair,
to-
or does he have like long waving hair in the wind?
Long
right
waving
now?
hair, yeah.
She says, you have the hair of a fireman.
It's actually funny because he got burned, so he's got like scorch marks and like ash all over him now. So he looks like he just ran out of a burning building.
So she continues to attempt to kind of charm you on her way back, but she is a weird vampire. So you guys do return. Yeah, vampiric hips don't lie. Trust me. Yeah, you return with Christine to the village of Moorhollow. But of course, the mayor is dead, and the news has spread very quickly that the mayor is dead. Everyone is out in the streets. There's a kind of angry mob out in the streets right now. They've got their pitchforks and their like burning torches out ready to like go burn down something. They're not really sure, but there's that kind of energy about them, which is like quite a dangerous energy when people get together and just want to kind of like destroy something. 80 buggins was buzzing up, my man. So yeah, this is kind of crowd before one of them steps up and says, "What are you doing with our lass? What are you doing with Christine?"
I look at Solomon and say, a swift death might have been more merciful to her than this.
What are you talking about?
We're not here for mercy. This woman, Christine, as you call her, the woman of sturdy hips and tavern drinks, she has been accused of being the vampire in question that has been besetting all of your townspeople. We've brought her here for your judgment and punishment.
What? Christine, this can't be true. And Christine's like, she's like crying. And suddenly there's a little around the gasps around the folk, and they're like, "Oh, you should burn her then. She's the one that did it." I mean, they're looking for someone to blame at this point. Anyone to blame?
Ishkin holds up the diary entries and goes, "Who can read? Who can read here?"
I raise my hand.
The little girl. I can. The little girl comes forward. Yes, I can.
I throw the paper at her.
She's like she grabs it and starts reading.
Wait, is
through
she
it.
crying again?
I mean, dude, is she crying again? Wow.
I turn to Hedrick and I use my Fey presence on him and I say in Fey, "Chill."
I can't be charmed.
This face can't be charmed. You can't touch this.
I should have known that, but I'm an idiot.
Yes, you are.
Yes, he is. Ishkin is.
She basically, she begins to just read through it, and she says, she kind of looks up after reading. She says, "It was her. It was Christine all along. She's a vampire." And the people are, "Vampire? Ain't no vampires around here that we let stand. We've got to burn her."
Are they like coming at her now?
Yeah, they're like stepping towards her.
I will actually step in between and say, "Hold. She's really hot. Do you really want to ruin that?"
Well, the guy stops for a second. He looks down at the hips. He looks back. He looks down at the hips. He looks back. Her.
Wait, her hips or mine?
Those hips.
I never specified which hips.
Collective of
I want to make sure that I'm, looking my best, kind of straighten out my tunic.
And he says, "If she killed all our friends, then she has to burn."
We have brought in the vampire as we were tasked. We leave her to your judgment and punishment.
Well, is that it? You're just going and then just let her. What if she? You must stay for the burning, though.
We will stick around to assure that judgment is delivered.
Yeah, because I'm currently holding her her hostage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to just let go. Okay, here she goes.
up and down a little bit.
So, they're like, "Let's burn her now. Let's get a pyre ready." And immediately people are off to start a pyre, basically, and then immediately there's going up. In fact, no, they wouldn't let sight far to it immediately. They want to tie her up first to it.
That makes sense.
Just throw her into the fire.
There you go. That would make too much sense. Yes.
You're gonna poke at it and say, they're gonna burn her now, are they? Yeah.
Is that to
Hedrick, yeah.
Oh.
They're gonna burn now, or what are they gonna do?
This is Matt-ish. A drink, like out of this one. Krella's basically asked you, Ella, about to burn her.
Sorry, I completely.
You're just looking at me like.
I essentially did get charmed. Yeah, I think they're about to just make her into barbecue.
Okay. I'm gonna.
They want their baby back.
Poke him.
Hips.
I'm gonna grab her legs, gonna drag her down, gonna motion at the law, or motion her arms while I'm holding her, lifting her up.
Nice. Okay. And you start to. She is a real hipster.
This is why you need to subscribe to this wonderful channel. The best vampire hipsters you'll ever see.
Ever meet, yeah. Where else can you find these things?
I was a vampire before being a vampire was cool.
Oh man.
Alright, continue. Sorry.
So that's all good. So someone yells out, "Being a vampire is never cool." So yes, you you send her up to the unburning part at this point, just the pile which has been made and ready to set a light to, and they've got this kind of like burning torches ready to sit down, and they like pour oil like around the area. Bring me wood and oil. And the priest is there, Father, what's his name? I don't think he was ever named, actually. The father is there, and he's kind of performing like some holy rites upon her. And one of the villagers turns to you and says, will one of you do the honor, seeing as you're courting? I mean,
Of course, I'll do it. It'll be perfectly fine. I'll get this done. I'll light that up.
Right before he does, I cast Sacred Flame. Steal that joy.
I say, no, wait. Well, you cast it, whatever. But I was gonna say, while he casts that, I say, wouldn't it be a better idea to just let it burn through the daytime? Let the sun do its job.
And then,
We'll be fine.
and everyone's like, "That's a really good idea." And then,
Essentially, she is getting burned with sunlight. It's radiant damage.
that
So
is
just
true.
make sure she is tied to a pyre now. She's no longer in my hands, right? I'm not going to get burned again.
No. Yeah, she's tied to the pyre.
She's tied to the pyre. You're straddling the pyre now.
Yeah, you're
I'm
now
strapped to the
part.
pyre. Oh,
You're not tied
You're
down.
like around.
You're not tied down.
you guys tied me up with her.
yeah.
Pyre
Just
in
stay
the-
here, Solomon. But yes,
She's totally in. We should burn him as well.
burn the heretic. He's a witch.
I won't allow it this time. I will not be next to her getting burned this time.
So she says, "Goodbye, my love." As in fact, James Blunt's "Goodbye, my lover" starts playing as the burning streak flies towards her. She looks down towards Solomon. "Ah, my lover," and she is immediately, and then she's like, alive. And she is dead. She is very swiftly incinerated and turned into dust as you burn her corpse down. And the villagers are all like, "Yeah!" There's a load of cheering going on, and they're like, "Vampire slayers! We're vampire slayers!" And they're like, "You're vampire slayers!" And everyone's very
Technically,
pleased.
I'm the vampire slayer. I'm the one who killed her.
Everyone's very
I didn't do
pleased.
anything.
And a lot of people come up and they're like, how can we repay you for finding this devil now that the mayor's gone?"
Do you have 500 gold?
No, we've got like 5 gold between us.
Can we have her tavern?
Ah,
She owned the tavern. I think she just worked there.
I mean, technically it's the mayor's property, and he let her work there. But the
He's
mayor's
dead now.
dead, meaning that his daughter is in charge.
I turn to the door and say, may we? Can we?
Give us
Everyone-
give us
See,
a month of owning
She
it.
says, "Everyone except him," and she points towards Hadrick.
What did I do?
You keep trying to slap me. I don't like it.
I did not. I tried to karate chop you.
It's okay.
Oh.
We'll make him the jester.
At that point where I find out that she doesn't like him, I cast Prejudicitation and like make a little sensory effect illusion that Hedrick has vampire fangs.
God.
Oh my god. She's like, "Vampire, vampire, vampire." Just
Are we
does.
doing this, you guys?
I mean, once you touch it, it goes, right? Because it's an illusion. So, like,
Yeah, I think so.
so you like pop them out. She's like, just take the tavern. Just he can do the toilets. I'm the mayor now.
Agreed. And I give her some form of world's strongest handshake / elvish form.
/ break a little girl's hand with your grip.
Yes, I
I
do.
was under
Yeah.
the impression that a mayor position was acquired by vote, but if it's inherited to the youngest, then so be it.
Well, technically, she's the oldest.
In this town.
Youngest child here.
Yeah. Great. So you can
Alright.
have a tavern.
That is the law. I will respect it.
Sure. And the burning body in the background just kind of like just fading into dust behind you guys. So let's like cut forward in time a little bit, see what you guys have done with the tavern, what your kind of roles in the tavern are, if you still remain in the tavern, or if it's a life of adventure for you.
I've completely let the bathrooms go.
Oh no! I mean, that's
Chamber pots on
Like,
top
they
of
are
chamber pots.
dive bars toilets. Now.
That's a very sad confession from Matthew there. So, so yeah, let's start with.
It's like Taco Bell in there.
Oh my god! Let's start with Hadrick. So, yeah, Hadrick, how's it going? Life going down the road? We'll say like a month from now.
I have actually converted their priest to my god.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
works for him. He's a pretty odd guy. No one's going to church for him anyway.
And our clergy does the trial by fire. So now we fight to see who's in charge of the church. And of course, I'm in charge of the church right now. But we fight all the time just to see how we rank.
Gotcha.
Poor
Your
guy.
God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, it does.
It's really straightforward. If I can beat you up, I'm in charge.
Oh man. Okay. What about Solomon? Does Solomon remain in Moorhollow? Does he go off to adventure, or does he work in the tavern? What's his plan?
I think he works in the tavern. Solomon becomes the new barkeep. Yeah, the new bartender. Also, second.
And the Friday night entertainment.
The hips were a prerequisite of the job.
Yeah. Friday night entertainment.
For it, guys.
They had to replace it with another hip, sturdy hipped individual, and I was one of the ones that fit qualifications. So, yeah, I became the new friendly bartender.
Nice. They've got like a stripper night where you do the fireman routine.
Well, of course. I mean, my guy's naturally shirtless.
Around the pole. Yeah. Perfect.
Works for me.
And,
It's just like a little Middle Earth YMCA deal. It's like we got the fireman, we got the cleric, we got the paladin.
Yeah, my new class that I'm going into. I'm multi-classing into a fireman.
Oh dear. Okay, so what about Iskrin?
Iskrin commissions his own like little private balcony up on the very front that only he can get to by teleporting. Like stays there for most of his days and just sits and watch. But then comes down and just annoys the hell out of most of the town folks that are in there drinking.
Makes
Like
sense.
with weird stories from other realms and like makes the decor of the place really, really strange and fey-like.
Nice. Okay. Cool. I like that. Krell. What of the Krell?
I'm gonna be the local bouncer of the bar, and in my off time, I'm gonna fight dogs and cats in the streets. Dominance.
Cat versus cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's cat versus cat in episode 2. Okay. Cool. What about the law?
Well, naturally, with a little kid as mayor, there's going to be a lot of political upheaval and kind of necessity to maintain law and order while that's all going on. So I'm kind of sticking around to A, make sure that things run smoothly, and B, just put together a police force to, uphold the law at any cost.
Of course. Awesome. That's pretty cool. So I think that seems like a good wrap to the story for our adventurers there today. Having come to Moorhollow, made Logo cry, let her dad die, let a bunch of other people die as well, but find the killer in the end, bringing justice to her, not in the heat of battle, but at the hands of the law, the long arms of the law. And then settling down in Moorhollow or going off to adventure as the case may be. So, yeah, what a game. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining me for that. You guys made it a lot of fun to journey through this little murder mystery that we had here today. What do you guys in chat think? Let us know. And if you want to be here playing next week, all you have to do is apply below, !play, and you can come along and join me like these guys. These guys did today. That was a difficult sentence. If you did enjoy today's show, hit that follow button and join us. I'll be back on Sunday. Will be our next time for the show, but you can catch up on all of the streams on YouTube from this week. They'll be uploaded the day after that they are streamed live. So Sydney is coming to England tomorrow, so I'll be taking a couple of days off, and I'll be back to the stream on Monday for Dungeons and Dads, and then the Dungeon Masters workshop Sunday through Thursday, 5 days a week, 10 shows a week. Did I say Monday? Oh, Sunday. Sunday is when I'm back. Sunday's when I'm back. A voice from above told me. Sounded a bit like Gareth. But let's go around and thank our players for joining us. So let me know what you thought of the session, if you had fun, and where we can find you on the internet. If you have your own projects, Twitter handles, Twitch links, throw links into the chat, because that's the best way for you to find them. So let's start with Ish.
I'm just had a great time here. Thank you for having me on, Will. I don't get to play too many one-shots lately. But so yeah, you can find me. I'm usually either on his channel with my handle is Ishman223, as you probably see me in chat a couple times. And also I watch Geek and Sundry all the time, critters. You can also find me at Ishman223 on Twitter. Follow me. Sometimes I post artwork. Sometimes I say something smart or witty. Not very often, but sometimes.
Oh man, okay, cool, awesome. Raffian, my friend, great to see you on today, my friend. Did you enjoy yourself? And where can we find you?
No, it was terrible. I'm never coming back.
Never come back. Yeah, fuck this guy.
No, no, I'm just kidding. No, it was actually a lot of fun. I really
1.5 stars.
No, you guys are great. It was a great group to play with. A lot of fun. I laughed a lot. My stomach's just starting to hurt, but thankfully I have the hips to hold it up. So no, it was good. You can find me. I'm also a Twitch streamer, so I stream at twitch.tv/RathianGaming. I'll throw it in chat there. I also am on Twitter, like pretty much 24/7. So I threw that up in chat as well. I stream all kinds of stuff. Also do D&D, so feel free to check that out.
Awesome stuff. You're saying you're going to leave a shitty Yelp review for me. Perfect. Refix, Hybrid, Michael, all of these names.
All names. This was a new thing. I've never tried this before. Interesting. Like improv, no map, no real. Just start to go on, just improvising. It was fun. Try it again. You can probably find me on Twitter at Refix, where I write fanfic for Shadowrun, D&D, and start my hand at drawing, I guess.
Nice.
It's fun.
Great stuff. There's a link, I think, for you. If that's wrong, you can correct me. We had Robbie with us today.
This was a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me join. Had a great time, and you guys can find me online. I don't do streaming, but I write for the websites Geek HQ and Multiversity Comics, so you can read the reviews and articles and whatnot right there. You can find me on Twitter or Facebook, though the Facebook is just for my cosplay stuff. Either way, if you search for Ryoga Rocket, then that'll be me. And I'm also working on a Kickstarter that I hope to get launched soon with a bunch of homebrewed classes and races and magic and all that stuff for D&D 3.5, and if we reach a stretch goal, then 5th edition. So nice. That'll hopefully be up pretty soon.
Awesome stuff. And finally, the man who was Ishkrin today. How did you enjoy yourself, Kyle?
Oh man, I've been meaning to play that character for a long time. It's been in my head, but it's so good to finally get it out there. Thank you guys for having me. I'm new to streaming and everything, so you can probably find me at Twitter or Twitch at Dragons Are Cats, or one word. And yeah, I hope to be back in the future.
Absolutely.
Definitely, same here, man.
And behind the scenes, we had Gareth. Don't know if Gareth, you want to say a few words about where we can find you. Thanks for hosting the stream, dude. I don't know if he's even around.
I'm suddenly Pandas, so did a dreadful job of hosting. That was the most embarrassing thing ever, trying to crop cameras live. I suck at it anyway, but it was literally painful. I was embarrassed for everyone. This was a really fucking entertaining game, guys. If you are all completely new to this, new to streaming, it can be a bit fucking nervous, but you fucking knocked it out of the park. Well done.
It was a lot of fun. I think we told a great story together, and I was interested to see where it would go, and very pleased to see that it led us to the place that it led us with such sturdy hips. After all,
what more could you want on the stream? I mean, you got the hair and the hips, we got it all.
That shit doesn't lie.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, it's very true. Very true indeed. Well, like I say, guys, it's been a wonderful week. Sunday through Thursday. I should have my PC back and repaired, hopefully by Sunday, if not by Monday. You never know. Hopefully these technical difficulties will be over soon. Who knows? But yes, I do appreciate you guys. Everybody who followed, everybody who subscribed and donated towards the show today, I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you guys again on Sunday for the Dungeon Masters Workshop and for Dungeons and Dads episode 1. So join us 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. for those shows. Also in other news, next Thursday you'll see me on Hyper RPG's channel. I'll shout out those guys really quick. They did some great RPG D&D action show. All you guys probably heard of them. We're going on a trivia drinking show, which is going to be a lot of fucking fun. You'll see me and Josh drinking our way into oblivion as we know nothing about trivia questions whatsoever. So that should be a lot of fun. And you'll hear me on the DM's Block podcast fairly soon over the next few weeks. In fact, if you haven't listened to our own podcast, check out Adventurers Anonymous down below. It's a D&D 5th edition actual play podcast with only 1 episode thus far to it, so not too much catching up to do for you guys. Yeah, I don't think I forgot anything else. Go check out these guys' channels and what they do. I'll be with Sydney tomorrow, so probably won't hear too much from me on the Twitterverse. But if you want to follow me on any social media, you can find it all the way down there. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks again to my players coming back. Would absolutely love to have you guys back on again sometime for another game. And until next time, guys. Absolutely, yeah. Until next time, try not to roll too many nat ones because I want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, guys. Everybody wave.